Out of all the 903 cars in Forza Horizon 5, only a handful of them are used by many players in online racing, whether it would be the meta cars like the Bone Shaker, the new or gifted cars from the new players, or well-known cars in real life that people love. But some cars in this game are left to neglect and collect dust and are never used. So in today's Forza Horizon 5 video, I'll be using some of the least used cars for S1 dirt rally lobbies, and to find out why nobody uses them, and should you use them more often or leave them to collect digital dust. So like the video and subscribe to the channel to join the Frizzaholics. Let's get started with the first car I don't see people use often.
Let there be a bloody lesson to you.
Obviously, rarer cars like cars in the backstages or cars that's not in the backstage or in the auto show will be a lot less common than any other cars in this game. So the GTC4 Lusso right here is no exception. It's one of the rare cars in this game, and I really don't see anybody use this car. Maybe some of you do, but for me personally, not really. I pretty much never see people use this car in any sort of lobby. So what gives people using this thing in an S1 rally race? So yeah, I already made a build right here. Here's the stats right here. Crazy stats, 1300 horsepower, 3,500 pounds. So yeah, I'll see you in the lobby once I finish tuning. How many times have I said to myself that I am confident that the car is good and it turns out to be horrible? As it turns out, this thing is actually not too bad whatsoever. We got a full lobby, dude. Holy shoot. Let's see what happens. Let's see how good this thing is, and let's see, should you use this car or not? Here we go. All the new players forgot to launch the car apparently. They just freaking paused the game, probably left. This thing, I don't know how I managed to hit the checkpoint, dude. Instant replay right now. I don't think I even hit the checkpoint, but I did, so yeah, thanks. Top 4 right here, dude. This thing has 1,000 horsepower, make the overtake. That's P3 in the wide go. And I grinded the wall, and I got the slowdown mechanic. Just grinded a single tiny bit, and boom, you get a freaking penalty. Nice. This thing has a lot of horsepower. This thing has a lot of horsepower. 1,300 horsepower in this thing. It's pretty fast, but I'm noticing it doesn't put the power down as well, to be honest with you. There's the meta car up there, the freaking Bone Shaker, but overall, dude, I like this thing. I really do. As much as it doesn't put the power down, this thing is pretty freaking fast, and it's not the most nimble car out there. I mean, it's a 4-seater Ferrari with a big-ass V12 at the front, but it's still pretty fast. I think the power is the reason why this thing is really good. The handling is not the greatest. It is just a tiny bit sluggish, but yeah, I guess it's just another one of those cars where it is really good, but it's not as good as the meta for obvious reasons. So let's see if we can pull a bigger gap to the car behind. All right, so we're gonna come home in a perfectly nice P2. Ow, P2. Not too bad at all. Actually, no, that was actually a great result considering the fact it's a huge freaking meta car up front. That stupid Bone Shaker. But right, so overall, Ferrari GTC4 Lusso, freaking good. I'd say yes, you should try this car out. If there's no meta cars, this car will be really fun to use against other people. So let's move on to the next car that I don't think people use often or never use at all in an S1 dirt racing lobby. You know, it's a good sign that nobody uses a car when I don't even know the car existed in this game, and the Jaguar XE SV Project 8 here is no exception. I have zero freaking idea this car was actually in this game, and now I found out this car is in the game, and to be frank with you, I've never seen anybody use this car before. Again, please listen, I know some of you may have seen this car used once or twice, but for me personally, I have never seen this car used ever. So here's the stats right here, ladies and gentlemen. 1,000 horsepower, 3,300 pounds. Let me go and tune this thing. I'll see you in the lobby, see how good this thing is. Montana Trail at night? Are you kidding me? That is literally suicidal. Anyways, I'm not too sure about this car, to be honest with you. There's only one way to find out if this thing's truly good or not, and that is racing. So yeah, without further ado, let's see how this thing performs against everybody else. Let's go. Solid launch, pretty solid launch here. 0 to 60 isn't too bad. We're up to P5 here. Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare, dude. It's going to be hell on earth doing Montana Trail at night. Yeah, there it is. There's a bounce. Ow. Severe penalty, not surprised. Rest in peace. 3 people hit that freaking rock. Yeah, they are not smelling what the rock is cooking right now.
We are the it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Clean overtake on that hooligan escort. Nicely done by me. That Porsche is all over the place, dude. Come on, Jaguar. You got, did he miss the checkpoint? I don't think he did. He's one lucky bastard. Holy crap. Honestly, comparing this thing to the Ferrari, this thing puts that power down a lot better than that Ferrari. This thing really does put the power down really well. And yeah, look at that. We're catching up. Nearly crushed that freaking Porsche. It's gonna be out of line, and we're up to the podium place. Let's go. Those two up there are battling, dude. We're halfway through the race. Let's continue and see if we can catch up to those guys right here. Right, so more feedback on the car. Yeah, like I said, puts the power down a lot better than the Ferrari. I think it's a bit more nimble than the Ferrari, probably because it has less horsepower and it doesn't spin its wheels a lot. But if I were to prefer the Ferrari over this thing, I would say I prefer this thing over the Ferrari, to be honest with you. This thing feels a lot nicer than the Ferrari, just because it puts the power down really well, and also it's pretty grippy. I'm pretty sure we're gonna DNF everybody here. The top 3, me and these 2 guys up here, we're gonna DNF pretty much everybody. Solid P3, I would take it. I would take it. Yeah, once again, overall, this car, is it good? Should you leave it alone or should you use it more often? Definitely use this car more often. Again, it's another one of those cars, a lot better than everybody else, but it is slower than the meta, as you can see right there. But yeah, if I had to choose between the Ferrari and the Jaguar, I'd say I'd go for the Jaguar instead. So let's move on to the next car and see, should you use that car or just leave it alone? I mean, I think the whole theme of today's video is just basically supercars rallying in S1, and these cars don't really get used often at all anyway. So what gives people use this thing in dirt racing S1? So the Ferrari Roma right here, no exception whatsoever. I don't see people use this thing often at all. Maybe once or twice, but overall, either I haven't seen them use at all or I have seen them, but just like 1 or 2 in my whole career in Forza. So yeah, Ferrari Roma, let's see how good this thing is. There's the stats right there. I'll see you in the lobby once I finish tuning. I didn't really do much testing with this thing. I didn't really test drive it that much because as soon as I click on Q, it put me right into a freaking lobby. And yeah, there's only one way to find out if this thing is good or not. So yeah, let's see how good this thing can get. So without further ado, here we go, Roma. Show me what you got. I am pretty good at making cars go fast from 0 to 60. We're up to P1 for the first time this whole video, I think. Have I been P1 the whole time? Not, I don't remember, but here comes the first turn. Ooh, okay, I like that. I like that tighter feel. Okay, Roma, I see how you are. Let's keep going. This thing is nimble. This thing is nimble. This thing, oh my god. Gentlemen, I think I found a gem right here. This thing is pretty freaking nimble. This thing grips up so nicely. This thing puts the power down so nicely. This thing is a lot better than the Jaguar. I'll say this right now. Holy crap, this Roma is good. This thing does not spin its wheels. This thing grips great. Oh my god. I actually found a gem probably. Maybe. Again, I don't know if this thing used often or not, but I think I might have found a gem right here. A hidden gem. And yeah, dude, this thing feels good. This thing feels fantastic. This thing is so easy to drive. It is so nimble. Ah, that's the wall. Yeah, it's so nimble. It's so easy to drive. It grips really nicely. It has plenty of horsepower. This thing is really good, dude. Genuinely, this thing is actually really good. The one thing I do notice here is definitely understeer, but I think if you just try to Scandi flick, use a handbrake a bit, and try to flick the car, it will grip up and it will make the turn really well, dude. Here comes one of the meta cars, the RS200. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. He's gonna go deep switcheroo move. Holy crap, that was a move and a half by yours truly. Finish us up here. Can we win this? Can we win this flat round here? I went flat out through there, just almost flat round there. Oh, great. Oh my god. We just got robbed. We just got robbed. We both got robbed. We both got robbed from that. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. We didn't expect there was a freaking wall right there. We both slammed the wall head on, and that bone shaker just got a Mickey Mouse win. What the frick? Oh my god, I fumbled. I fumbled a win. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh, we almost got a win too. We have one more race. Please tell we have one more race. I would love to do one more race. One more race. I'll do it. I want to win in this thing because this thing is actually really good. Let's redeem myself. Let's actually not mess up for once. Mulhay Town Scramble. I think this is a 2-lap race, and I'm looking forward to seeing if this thing is as good as that bone shaker right there. I mean, last race, this bone shaker hasn't been in the front whatsoever. Only when we both freaking crashed, me and that RS200 crashed, he stole the win. So let's see if we can win this. That bone shaker's gone. Yeah, I expected him to be gone, but maybe he doesn't know how to drive, and that's going to be my advantage here. We only got 2 laps around this track. Let's see if we can do anything about this. Yep, I told you, he went straight into a wall, dude. See, Jesus Christ, that's unfair, Forza. That is completely unfair. He should have continued to be ghosted. I was there, but yeah, up to P1. Come on, Roma. Don't grind. It grinded the wall. It grinded the wall, dude. This guy sucks. Yeah, this guy sucks. This guy and his bone shaker sucks, dude. Me and this RS200 right here, we're doing pretty good. And yeah, there we go. Now it's just a duel between me and the RS200, and it looks like he's running away. Inside line. I'm gonna try to take the inside. He's gonna have to exit. I'm gonna try the inside again with a switch move. He's gonna close the door. Put the power down. Here we go. Cross the line for the final lap. I'm gonna have more power than him. I'm gonna close the door. There we go. Brake nice and early, so we don't have to go deep. Get the tighter line. Yeah, there we go. Huh? Why is he ghosted? That's not fair. And I hit the obstacle. Great. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And looks like he's running away. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And yeah, dude, this car right now really good. I think the understeer is the biggest problem here. If you can combat the understeer, find a way to get rid of this understeer, trust me, this thing would be fantastic. But yeah, dude, I am so disappointed in myself that I threw away that win last race. Yeah, in conclusion, Ferrari Roma, fantastic car, fantastic car. This car is one of the rare instances where this car can challenge the meta cars. You just need to drive well and tune it right, and in the end, it will beat some meta cars like that COK and that Bone Shaker right there. So yeah, I could have had a win, but I threw it away. So yeah, let's move on to another car that I don't think people will use often in an S1 rally lobby. When was the last time you seen an Aston Martin Vantage GT12 in an online lobby? I thought so. You probably seen it in this video that somebody used an Aston Martin V12 Vantage, and yes, I can confirm that I've seen those cars often. The GT12, this one right here, not so much. I don't see people use this car often whatsoever. So yeah, let's see how good this thing is. There's the stats right there. You want to read it? I'll tune this thing. I'll see you in the lobby for our next race. Alright, Aston GT12, let's see how good you are against these guys. Please tell me there's no meta car. It doesn't look like there's any interesting meta cars. Okay, this could be a possible chance for me to win one of these races. So let's see how good this thing feels, and let's see, should you leave this alone or use it more often? There we go. I might have tuned the gears to be a bit too high. That's why my 0 to 60 isn't the best, but we'll see what we can do here. It's a bit slow on the top end, probably because I accidentally set the arrow to be max, but holy crap, yeah, put the arrow to max. Grip is good on the road. Grip is good on the road, but we're focusing on the dirt. Anytime soon, the dirt will come. Double overtake, maybe? No, we didn't get a double overtake because that guy there is gone. It looks to me like an Audi S1 up there and an Alfa Romeo up there. Come on, Aston. Here comes the dirt section. About time we reach the dirt section. 50% through the race, and we finally reach the dirt section. What are you doing, combatant 05, dude? You're gonna combat your freaking penalty system here, boy. I mean, I guess the goose method worked. You didn't get a penalty whatsoever. You are one lucky SOB. I'm not gonna lie to you guys right now. I think this thing is pretty mid. I think this, even though we're on the podium, I feel like this thing is pretty mid. Maybe because my tuning is horrible. Let's be honest here. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I didn't do this car the best with the tuning. I probably made the gear a bit too long. This car is kind of mid. I mean, the grip is fantastic on the road, but I think it either lacks power. My tuning is horrendous, which, let's be honest with you, I think it's the latter. But yeah, overall podium place, I'll still take it. That's another podium in this thing. But yeah, to be honest with you, comparing this thing to the 3 other cars, I think this car would be the last car I would choose, to be honest with you. So yeah, just maybe if you tune it right and probably upgrade it right, you could make this thing to be pretty alright. But for me right now, in this video, with the freaking crappy tune I put in this thing, I wouldn't say it's the best. But yeah, let's move on to the final car in today's video. Okay, listen, for the final car in today's video, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the Bugatti EB110. I am not 100% sure how often this thing is used, to be honest with you. Maybe I've seen people use it before, but I don't remember, so I would assume not that many people will use it. Correct me down in the comments down below, but please do not get triggered on this. So yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb and say the Bugatti EB110. Not that maybe people often use it in S1 dirt racing. So yeah, here's the stats right here. That power to weight ratio is ridiculous, so I have high optimism with this thing. Let's go and race for the final time in today's video. Alright, for the final time today's video, let's see how good this Bugatti EB110 is, and should you leave this car alone or use it more often? I'm gonna be honest, I test drove this thing and my confidence level is at an all-time low with this thing compared with the other cars, but let's see how this thing performs in a racing scenario. Here we go. This thing is bonkers fast, dude. I'm gonna say that right now. This thing is bonkers fast. So fast, it doesn't put the power down whatsoever. We're gonna hit the wall, grind at the wall, maybe. No, we didn't get a penalty. Good. Alright, let's keep going here. Oh, that was a sweet turn, all right. P1, nice. All right, let's keep going. This thing is pretty fast, dude. This thing is actually pretty freaking fast. Yeah, I think the biggest problem here is that there's not enough grip. It doesn't grip as much as the Ferrari Roma and the Aston Martin GT12, but this thing has so much power. It is so light that I think it's actually pretty nimble when it does find some grip. And yeah, we're pulling away from everybody, dude. I think we're on track to hopefully get a win.
Hi, how are you?
What is that guy doing? Okay, yeah, right, okay. That guy just proceeded to give up pretty much. This thing is actually really fast, and it's actually so much fun to drive, dude. Holy crap. I think the reason why this thing is really fun to drive is because it's just not much grip. This thing does not put the power down as much as that Ferrari Roma, and that's probably why this thing is so much fun to use. It is so freaking fast. Yeah, dude, I guess it's safe to say that I think for once in one of these neglected videos, I am recommending you guys try out all the cars I tried out today, because they're all really good in their respective, like, abilities, I guess. I mean, they're good and so— oh my god, that is a great shot. That is a fantastic shot. P1, baby, let's go. Yeah, dude, I think all these cars we tested today, you guys should not neglect these cars whatsoever. These cars are great in some kind of degree, one way or another. And look at that lap time. So yeah, use these cars. They're great. They may be slower than the meta, but trust me, these cars are absolutely hella fun, and you're gonna be a lot faster than everybody else with these cars. So yeah, if you do enjoy these kinds of content, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and join the Forza Holics. And yeah, thank you so much for dropping by. I'll see you guys next time, alright? See ya.